right, Shalom, first and foremost, giving all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Racha Kwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Shalom to the elect, the 144,000 first and foremost, pushing his truth in all sincerity in the four quarters of the earth. Lord willing, we be of that number. Hey, I'm your brother Tabah Yakonah, coming at you with another video, Lord willing, it's edifying. Salakia, a little under the weather. We got to push through these things. There's a lot of shit going on. Let me see if I can bring some stuff up. All right, well, you got Trump. He's he's deploying National Guard. Seemingly, he's trying to deploy the National Guard throughout the whole, America, which America is, or United States, I should say, which the United States is Babylon the Great. All right. He started with D.C. I think he moved to L.A. There's a global news video on that. They say Trump illegally deployed National Guard to L.A. Judge rules. And you got him quoting, saying, well, we're going in. I didn't say when, we're going in. So that kind of matches up with another thing that this administration is getting, gearing up for. Revelation, the 12th chapter and the 12th verse. I'll grab that. It says that the devil knoweth that he hath but a short time. And, so as this place is coming down and many other places around the world, life as we know it, or the world as we know it, is being destroyed. They're steadily trying to build up a new world, which I always thought in the back of my mind, how the hell they gonna make everything digital? And well, now we're seeing it. They gotta. We're in the midst of it, man, and they're putting clamps on the people. They got a thing called Hegelian dialectics, or dialectic. Pressure from above and pressure from below, or ordo ab chaos, or order out of chaos, which these juiced in people terms, they like to use these type of terms. They stir up all kinds of problems. It's also called problem reaction solution. Stir up all these so-called problems. They already know what they're doing, so they create a quote-unquote issue, and they provide you with a so-called solution, which they've already drawn up pre-hand, and then, but it's the quote-unquote solution is used to push forth an agenda that they already want to put in place, which is, when you look on the back of the dollar bill, it says Novus Ordo Seclorum. It's the dollar bill. It has the all-seeing eye on top of the pyramid, and that's the New World Order. And that's what they want. They want a New World Order. All right. This is Revelation 12 and verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, The inhabitants of the earth and of the sea are the people. For the devil is come down unto you. The devil is Esau, the so-called white man, starting with his elite bankers, all right, elite banking families, all right. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. Read that in the NLT, Revelation 12:12 in the NLT. Therefore rejoice, O heavens, and you who live in the heavens, rejoice. But terror will come on the earth and the sea. Again, the sea, the people. For the devil has come down to you in great anger, knowing that he has little time. Right, so, this devil, man, with all of his, in his queendom, as we say, he wants all hands on deck, basically. This is what I wanted to bring out. This guy, man, and I hate that I can't search it, but we'll try to find it. Yeah, this is from Raw's Alerts. All right, it says President Donald Trump is expected to sign an executive order on Friday renaming the Department of Defense to the Department of War. You see, and that's true. That's a sign of a change, a slight sign of a change in mentality. Department of Defense, that means you're kind of like, you're fending off people's shots. Department of War is a more offensive stance. Okay, so it'd be like a Department of Offense. War, you could replace the term war for offense, meaning we're flipping the tables here, and this devil, he's about to show his teeth. The scriptures speak about let's grab that. Speaking as a dragon. All right. And the dragon goes into this is Revelation 13:11, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns. Two horns is that two-party system. That beast is the revival of the Roman Empire. All right. When you go back into the beginning of the Roman Empire, it's the scripture spoke about, I believe in Daniel, how he stamped the residue thereof. Let me see if I can find that. The residue. Yeah. Daniel 7:7. After this I saw in the night visions, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. And that iron goes into the military might of the Roman Empire. Well, now we're in the revival of the Roman Empire, basically Rome 2.0, in the form of NATO and the EU and Babylon the Great. All right, that whore that rides the beast back, the seven-headed beast with the 10 horns. It says it devoured and brake in pieces and stamped the residue with the feet of it, and it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. All right. It says, I considered the horns, and behold, bear with me for a second. All right. Daniel 7 and verse 8, it says, I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn. And that little horn is America. Right? When you go to Revelation, the 17th chapter and the 11th verse, real quick. It speaks of America, which is that whore. It says, and the beast that was and is not, even he is the eighth. All right, and so that eighth is the USA, New Rome, Salakia, and is of the seven, and goeth into perdition. Salakia, give me a second. Okay, so America is that little horn back in Daniel the 7th chapter and the 8th verse. All right, it says before, continuing on in that verse, says before whom there were 3 of the first horns plucked up by the roots, or that those 3 horns were Spain, the French, and Britain. Right, and says, behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of man, and a mouth speaking great things. So, one of the great things that this Edomite America, they like to boast in, is going to the moon. He never made it to the moon. We're the greatest nation on earth, which that's true, but as we see right now, these other nations are gearing up. Their sword, what made them great, what made them great, what made America great was its military might, man. All right, and also, can't forget the slave labor from you Israelites, the free slave labor from you Israelites. All right. So right now you got other nations. You got Putin rubbing elbows with Kim Jong-un. You got, then they're rubbing elbows with Xi Jinping, I believe that's his name, of China. As the scriptures say, let the weak say I'm strong, man. China just held the largest military parade, which a lot of that could have been AI. So that, this AI stuff is infiltrating hard. And it's like a gold rush to the next stage of things. But as what the scriptures say about this new world order, which again they want to seal with that chip spoken of, or that digital device spoken of in the book of Revelation, 13th chapter, the 16th and 17th verse. That's how everybody's going to be made. All you people going to be made, digital slaves. And it's just going to be a ruling few over the many, And Lord willing, that was edifying. I want to give all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham Rachakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach, rule well, and shalom to the elect. Shalom.